What is going on, everybody? This is Jim with Texas Rippers, back again with yet another fresh rip for y'all. Today, we're ripping 24 Prizm draft picks, 2 blasters versus a mega. Let's go! Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, like I said, we are doing 2 blasters versus a mega today of these Panini Prizm draft picks 24 class. And as you can see on the box, we're going to be looking for both the women and the men. So obviously huge rookie class across both NBA and WNBA. And I'm pretty excited about what we're going to be able to find in these boxes. Hopefully some cool, yeah. So here we are. Here's the blaster box. Blaster exclusive Purple Wave Prisms. Ultra rare black color blast, high voltage inserts. Of course, autos, green pulsar prism, signature series, so on and so forth. There is the side of the box. There is the full list. However, off to the right, I will list out, as you can see, the contents of what you can find in the blaster. All right. And 5 packs, 6 cards per pack. That's what we're doing today with the blasters. And then the mega, this thing's going to be so cool to open up. 10 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. Find 12 orange ice prisms. And ultra rare black color blast and high voltage inserts, kind of the same things we're going to find in that blaster box, but the difference is we're looking for red scope prisms, signing day signature inserts. There is the list on that one, but off to the right, I will go ahead and drop the full list, as you can see on the screen right here. And yeah, so I flipped a coin at the beginning. We are going to do both blasters first and then the mega. So keep that bad boy back there. We're going to start with the one on the right and see what we can get out of this rip today. So, of course, WNBA season's coming up right around the corner. 24 season was pretty awesome. Obviously, Caitlin Clark was the Rookie of the Year. We are still in the midst of the 24-25 NBA season. Of course, on the box, that is Donovan Clingan. We are not sure who that rookie is going to be for NBA. Rookie of the Year, that is. If you ask me, my money's on Steph Castle, so we'll see what's going on. So, like it said, 6 packs per blaster box, 5 cards per pack. Let's get into the rip. I don't know what it is about opening anything. It seems like the first pack is always a issue getting it out of there, but at least today we're good. It didn't take too long. So obviously Justin Edwards. As you can notice, I mean this is college, and if I understand correctly, Panini doesn't have a college license. Maybe they do. I don't know. So, anyways, we're gonna start a couple piles and put them in the piles that make sense. So there's Justin Edwards, Camila Cardoso, All-American. Of course, she plays for Chicago Sky now. She was drafted last year. Had a decent year last year. So Adam Bona, UCLA Bruins. He currently plays for the Philadelphia 76ers. Having a decent year, mostly because, yeah, the entire team is broken. If you're watching any NBA, you know, Joel Embiid, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, unfortunately, they have not had the best years, but that is a decent Adam Bona on the Prizm Silver. And looks like we got a fun card behind him, but possibly green. Is that the, I don't know. We'll see what's going on. And that is a throwback to Donovan Mitchell. That's pretty legit right there, right? So, all right. So we're going to do throwbacks. Justin Edwards, I believe he was also drafted by the 76ers as well. Yeah, pretty certain about that. So anyways, Adebono, as we said, and what do we got? Ooh, somebody from Baylor. Is it a male or female? Student orientation on the green. And that's Jacoby Walter. All right, that is that's a pretty legit card. I do like that. I'm a big fan of these Prizm products. Of course, Jacoby Walter, I believe, was drafted to the Toronto Raptors. So at a Baylor, that is a beautiful card, right? So anyways, pack one down. Let's get going into the next pack. Like I said, we're doing 2 blasters today, and that big mega box back there. So Tijan Saloon, of course, he was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. And next up, we've got Trae Young. Of course, he was with the Oklahoma Sooners, currently with the Atlanta Hawks. And in the back, we got another green one back behind Trae Young. So I'm going to go to the back. Jack Galecki. I am not 100% certain as to where he was drafted to. So if you guys know, drop a comment down below. Let me know. All right. And we're going to go to the back again. Oh, no. What do you guys think? Should we go show the green one or show the back one? Let's do the green. What do we got? It looks like a normal Prizm, not a student orientation. Oh, we got a side profile card. All right, let's see what we got. Tyler Kulik. All right, there we go. Unfortunately, not seen a lot of time this year. That's what happens when you get drafted to a pretty awesome team in the New York Knicks. So we'll see what happens next year as we're coming up to the end of the NBA season. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the veterans off to the left. And I do like that card. It's pretty legit. So moving right along, and we've got Steph Castle in the deep space. Look at that. That is a beautiful card. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve that bad boy up. So obviously he is with the San Antonio Spurs down here in Texas. So UConn, I believe he went #1 overall. Yeah, that's pretty legit. So moving right along, we are gonna jump into the next pack. We're doing a big rip today. Sure, some of y'all have seen bigger rips, but there we go. Charles Barkley. Talk about a throwback. Ooh, we got a rated rookie back there. Let's before we show the card behind Mr. Chuck, let's go to the back, see what we got. Cameron Brink. That is awesome. Yeah. So Cameron Brink currently plays for the Los Angeles Sparks. Fortunately, she did not have the best of rookie years last year as she suffered, I believe, an ACL injury. Hopefully she is ready to go for the WNBA season coming up next month in May. So there we go. Drop it right there. And yeah, let's see what's behind Charles, shall we? Jamari Phillips, rated prospect. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check my notes and find out where he went, if he went anywhere, because I am not certain. I watch a lot of basketball, typically pay attention to the bench as well, and I have not seen Jamari Phillips this year. So we're gonna go ahead and put him. Yeah, let's put him right there. And Caitlin Clark on the Fearless. Look at that. Of course, WNBA Rookie of the Year for the 24 draft class. That is an awesome card. I will flip her card over here in a minute. But first, let's see who's hiding behind Miss Caitlin Clark. Keyshawn George on the green Prizm. Okay, all right. So Keyshawn obviously was traded to the Washington Wizards. Could be having a better year up there, but you know, it is what it is. But back to this Caitlin Clark rookie. That is a cool card. What do y'all think? I'm actually a big fan of the WNBA. I'm looking forward to the upcoming season. You all watch any WNBA? Let me know. Who's your team? You know, we got a new one this year. The Golden State Valkyries coming on up. So, on to the next pack. I really like these blasters. I feel like even without an auto in here, of course that would be cool, but even without an auto in here, I think these are already cool. So, what do y'all think? Marquisha Davis, I am not familiar with if she was actually drafted or not. So we're gonna drop her there. It looks like we've got a pink something back there. And Tahad Pettiford. I'd have to check my notes, but I am not sure if he was actually drafted or not. So we're gonna put him, yeah, let's put him with the other rated prospect. And Robert Dillingham, otherwise known as Rob Dillingham. Of course, he was drafted to the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're gonna save that pink. I think that's a pink Pulsar. And the throwback to Mr. Westbrook himself. You know, he actually holds the record currently. I was looking at this yesterday, to be honest with you. The most double-doubles since 83-84 with the rebound assist as the double. So, pretty cool. Of course, he's up there with the Denver Nuggets. Drop him there. And who do we have? Let's see. Let's start at the top. See if we can get the college. The Buffaloes. Tristan da Silva. Look at that. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is a beautiful card. That is one heck of a card. Let's find out if it is numbered. It is not numbered. Either way, of course, Mr. Tristan da Silva, drafted to the Orlando Magic last year, 23-24 draft class. That is a beautiful card. All right, I'm actually impressed by these. I'm a fan of the Prizm product, and as I'm opening these cards up, I'm becoming a bigger fan. So, oh, we got another pink in there. We'll get to it here shortly. Check it out. Mr. Yves Missi, of course, with Baylor. I don't know where he went in the draft, but obviously he went to the New Orleans Pelicans as a part of that draft class. And that is obviously going to be your base. Ian Jackson, rated prospect. I'm not sure. Anybody know where Ian Jackson went? Because he does not ring a bell in my head on where he went. Maybe Pacers? No. That's Isaiah Jackson. Never mind. Let me know where he went. We're going to jump to the back first and take a look at Ryan Dunn. Of course, he was drafted out to the Phoenix Suns. And let's find out who's hiding behind Ian Jackson. Student orientation, another Tijon Saloon. All right. And on to that pink Pulsar, I believe it's Pulsar. Kevin McCullough. Not 100% sure where he was, where he went. Memory serves me right. Maybe the 76ers. Yeah, not entirely certain on that, but I will sleeve that bad boy up and get this going. All right. So, still moving along. Try to pick up the pace. Yeah, Buddy Hield on the veteran, currently playing with the Golden State Warriors. We've got Ja Morant, obviously with the Memphis Grizzlies. Got another pink. You know what? Purple Wave Prisms. Is that what that card is? Is that a Purple Wave Prism? It may be. Yeah, it may be. Those may be the Purple Wave Prisms. Okay, so let's go with that. If I am wrong, please correct me. Let me know. Tim Duncan, of course, Hall of Famer, San Antonio Spurs. Drop him right there. And we're going to save that purple. I assume is the correct color on that. Kyle Filipkowski in the deep space. Okay, so Kyle was drafted to the Utah Jazz. I'm going to turn that card around here in a second. Unlikely to be numbered, but worth a look. USC Trojans. Who is this? Isaiah Collier. All right, on the action shot. That is really cool. Of course, he went to the Utah Jazz with Kyle as well, so pretty cool. I really like these cards. Have I mentioned that already? There's the back, so y'all can see that. All right, I'm not sure exactly where he went in the draft, but he's been having a productive year as well. So let's jump into blaster box number 2. Keep it going. So I'm glad that we hit that Caitlin Clark in the first box there. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm a fan of WNBA. Once again, 6 packs, 5 cards per pack. Let's keep it going. See if we get lucky and pull an auto in this blaster. That would be really cool. What do y'all prefer? Autos, mems, auto mems, RPAs? What do you think? There's Mr. Klingen. Of course, he was drafted to the Portland Trailblazers. There's another rated prospect, Elijah Arenas. I'm not sure if he was traded. The name kind of sounds familiar, but not 100% certain. But there's another Isaiah Collier on the new recruits. And we're gonna go ahead and drop him here, but we're gonna move to the back before we get to that purple prism. Ariel Hukporty. Memory serves me correctly, I think he went to New York Knicks. And last but not least of this pack, who do we have? Devin Carter. All right. So I believe he went to Timberwolves. So I will put him in a sleeve as well. Next pack. Let's go. All right. So we got CP3. Of course, he's currently down there in San Antonio with Steph Castle, Wemby. Of course, Wemby had a unfortunate health issue this year. I know he is on the road to recovery, and we will see him next year. So Hunter Dickinson, I do not believe he was drafted. That name does not stick out as a current NBA player. Maybe in the G League somewhere. Jared McCain. Oh, I really wish he did not get hurt this year, because my opinion, Steph Castle, don't get me wrong, is amazing. But it would be between these two guys, Jared McCain and Steph Castle. So we're going to save that purple for the end. And who's here? Eve Missy on the student orientation card. Okay. Of course, we've already pulled him, New Orleans Pelicans. I'm gonna drop him down in this. And Tristan Newton. I am not 100% certain where he was drafted to. If y'all know, let me know. Drop a comment. What do you think so far? We are down 1 blaster and 4 packs left in the second blaster. Y'all like this product? I think this is a pretty cool product, right? Okay. So Isaiah Thomas on the on the Legends there. Of course, 80s and 90s is when he played. So we've got Mercy Miller. Not familiar with her. Of course, WNBA. Moving right along. Look at that, Mr. Bronny James himself on the deep space. Of course, he was drafted out there to LA with Papa James. And there's another Camila Cardoza on the rookie. And who do we have on the purple? Let's go to the top this time. See where they played. Hawkins Jr. Of course, he is second-year rookie. Draft class was 23-24, so that's a beautiful card too. I'm going to go ahead and actually sleeve up both Bronny and Jaquez Jr. on the purple Prizm. And jump right into the next pack. Of course, that pile over there is going to get top loaded, but I'll do that after. So here we go. Next pack, 3 packs left. What do we have? Bobby Clintman, I believe Detroit Pistons, maybe. I may be wrong on that. Either way, drop him into the that pile. Terrence, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I'll butcher it. If you know how to pronounce it, you get a thumbs up. And drop him. We got a silver behind him. And Tijon Saluna as well. Again. Of course, he's out there in Charlotte. Steph Castle on the base rookie. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to drop him here because I am a fan of Steph and he gets sleeved and top loaded. So moving right along. What do we have? Zach Edey himself. All right, on the Fearless. That is legit. I wish he was having a better season. I don't know, maybe it's first year rookie vibes, but that is a beautiful card. Zach Edey on the Fearless. A 7'4" monster there. Whew. I would not want to I don't want to play basketball against him. So anyways, but then again, it's not like I want to be in the NBA. All right, so let's see if we can. There we go. Johnny Furphy. Memory serves me correctly. Pacers. That's where he's drafted. Yeah, maybe. Paige Brookers. Rated prospect. Of course, she, I believe, is going to be drafted this year by the WNBA as probably one of the top picks. Of course, Juju, is it Juju Watson? No. Anyways, of course, she got hurt during the playoffs. So Gordon Hayward on the Legends. I believe he retired from the NBA last year, actually. So, and we got no purple in this, but we've got some fun cards behind. Let's get to the back first. And Zach Edey again on the new recruits, silver. Okay. All right. I do like that. He will get sleeved. In fact, most of these will get sleeved, but I will save that for later. Darius Akuf on the rated prospect green. Okay. All right. That's a pretty amazing card. Drop right there, and we're going to put Miss Page there. Last pack of the 2 blasters, and then we jump into the mega. Who we have? Trae Young on the veteran, current Atlanta Hawk. Looks like we got a rated prospect behind. Zoom Diallo. I'm going to assume that these rated prospects are still in college. Maybe they are a year out from probably getting drafted in the NBA. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Let me know down below. Educate me. I don't follow too much college basketball, but there's so many colleges. It's one of the reasons why I don't. Anyways, Jalen Wells. Oof. Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know if y'all heard about his injury, but poor guy went up, got hit from behind, came down, fractured his wrist a few days ago, actually. So speedy recovery. Hopefully you can ball back and jump back in next year. And we're going to save that green for the end. Rated prospect and Magic Johnson legend on the Fearless. Legit. Absolutely legit. And moving right along, we are going to... Who's a Tiger? Who's a Tiger? Is that... Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's find out. Boom. Okay. All right. And another legend. Chuck Barkley. Mr. Barkley himself. Sir Charles. All right. So there we go. What do y'all think? The 2 blasters. Think we did good? You know, try to go out and get some of these. Good deal. Well, let's move right along. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these cards up and move them off to the side so we can start our collection of Mega Box. and see if there's any kind of different parallels. Obviously, no autos or mems in the two blasters, and that's okay because I do like the cards. Push all those off to the side. Got a nice stack of base here as well. And let's get into that mega. So again, 10 cards per pack, 6 packs, 6 cards total. I like that. I really do. I do. I like how they are sitting there in the middle. There's not a lot of room to bounce around and bend, in the shipping process. I do like that. So obviously bigger packs because there's more cards per pack. So let's just jump right on in and keep this rip going. Again, I tell you, I don't know what it is, but that first pack always gives me issues like that. All right, so starting it off on the Mega with the throwback to Mr. DeMar DeRozan, of course, was traded to the Sacramento Kings in the offseason last year. Drop him right there. Jalen Brunson, current New York Knicks. Mr. Sarr, over there in Washington with the Wizards. Looks like we have an orange. Was that the... Yeah. Find 12 orange ice prisms. So here we go. 12 orange ice prisms in this mega box. We'll save that one to the end if we can. There's Mr. Sarr. We got Dalton Connect. Of course, he's back there, drafted to the Lakers. We're going to keep him there and cover up that ice orange prism. And Gordon Hayward, first dupe on the legend. Pulling from the back still. There is another Steph Castle on the rookie base. And yeah, should we save the orange for the end and pull from the back? Yeah, let's pull from the back. Let's go. Kel'el Ware. All right. Down to the Fearless. He is drafted and playing currently with the Miami Heat. We got a green one. All right. Campus Legends. Caitlin Clark. Of course, drafted the Indiana Fever. Ready to see her play again this year. So I'm going to put, I'm going to start that rookie pile right there. We've got 2 orange ice prisms in here. Okay. Let's start with the first one. Who do we have? Huskies. Okay. Is that Steph? Is that going to be Steph? It is. Yes. Steph Castle in the orange ice prism. That is beautiful. Look at that. Man, I love Prizm. Prizm is 100% legit. Who else do we have? 2 orange ice prisms in the first pack of the mega box. We have another Husky. Who is this? Is this Donovan Clingan? It sure is. On the side shot, look at that. Of course, Donovan was drafted to the Trailblazers. These are unlikely to be numbered, but just to make certain, I will turn them over and take a look. And these orange ice prisms are going to get sleeved. And after the video, I will top load these bad boys. Okay, moving right along. First pack was pretty legit. I mean, Steph Castle right out of the gate. Caitlin Clark right out of the gate. Awesome. Keep it going. Armando Bacot. Not certain if he was drafted or who he was drafted to if he was drafted. So, Juan Nunez. Same. Don't know. I've not seen him on the courts this year. Maybe they picked him up in the G League. Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, Trae Young on the side. Atlanta Hawks. Got that orange ice prism in there as well in this pack. And Mr. Westbrook on the Veterans. Drop that there. We got 2 orange ice prisms. Maybe that's the theme here. We've got 2 orange ice prisms. Well, it did say 12, so I guess that's 2 per pack. So, okay. All right, good deal. Bub Carrington, Washington Wizards. That's where he was drafted to. And pulling from the back again still. Jalen Wells, Memphis Grizzlies. We talked about him earlier and his unfortunate injury the other day. We got a blue. I'm going to save the blue and go to the orange prisms, ice prisms first. So, who do we have up first? Gordon Hayward. Of course, he was, that is a legend. I believe he retired last year. Put him there. And we got Johnny Furphy. I believe Pacers. And student orientation, Devin Carter. All right. Devin Carter, second. I think I said Timberwolves earlier. I'm pretty sure I meant Sacramento Kings. Pretty sure that's where he was drafted to. If I'm wrong, please correct me down below. Moving along. We've got this card should be numbered. On the blue pulsar. Is this? It's probably clinging. Yeah, maybe. I hope it's Ray Allen. Okay. All right. Ray Allen on the blue prism. And that is numbered. So that's cool. Oh, that's a bookend. Heck yeah. 149 out of 149. If y'all can see that. It's right there in the blue. That is legit. Okay. That's the first number card out of the Mega Box that we get. Second pack in. All right. Sleeve him up on Legend. Moving along. We got 4 packs left. All right. Here we go. Here we go. KJ Simpson, drafted to the Charlotte Hornets. I'm going to put him back there. Nikola Topic. I believe he was drafted the Knicks. Maybe wrong. I think the Knicks. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got Mr. KD himself. Of course, he was a Longhorn. He is one hell of a ball player. That is for sure. Angel Reese. Yeah, I'm not going to share any comments in here. If you're interested in my feedback on Miss Reese, go ahead and check out the WNBA Monopoly Blaster Box video. And yeah, you won't be disappointed. So, moving right along. We'll hold on the orange ice prisms and pull from the back. Cam Christie. I believe he was drafted to the Clippers. Jamal Shed, drafted to the Raptors, and he's out of Houston, actually. So, good deal for Texas. Texas, okay. I'm going to wait on that one. And we're going to do the orange ice first. Jalen Wells. Okay. Jalen Wells on that orange ice. Cameron Brink. Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. Talked about her earlier and her unfortunate injury. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve these after the video. Austin Reeves. Throwback. Currently balling out in LA. Living it up with LeBron and Mr. Luka. And that's a silver, of course. Who do we have? Recruits. Is that a normal ice prism? Yeah, I believe that's a normal ice prism. Let's just do it. Matas Bucelis. Okay. Yep. He is having one hell of a rookie year up in Chicago. I see big things coming for him in his career. If you're not following Mr. Bucelis here, definitely turn the TV on, watch one of his games, and you will be impressed. That is legit. Not a numbered card, and that's okay. Still a cool card. Here we go. We got 3 packs left. Thanks y'all for sticking around. This is a big rip. Lots of stuff. Baylor Shinerman, of course, he was drafted to the Boston Celtics. Hasn't seen a lot of floor time this year. Kaisi Tuminga, I don't know that he's currently NBA. Maybe he's fallen back down to the G League. You all tell me. Let me know. We're going to pull from the back. Because I think... no. Well, that's fine. Patrick Ewing on the legend. Of course, Patrick Ewing. That was back in the Jordan era. And who else do we have here? Jerry McCain. We talked about him earlier. Unfortunate injury this year with the 76ers. Allen Iverson on the legend card. Base as well. Who else? So we got the orange coming up. Let's pull from the back. Kate Martin. She was drafted. I can't recall which team she was drafted to. So what else do we have? Let's go to the orange. Let's go to the orange ice. Boom. Bub Carrington. Bub Carrington. He's had a decent year up in Washington. Put Allen Iverson out there. We're going to put him down here. Okay. Here we go. Back-to-back Bubs. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah. All right. All right. I like it. I like it. Thanks, Panini. And let's take a look who this silver is. DJ Burns. I am not certain who he was drafted to. The name sounds familiar, but not sure. Let me know in the comments below. And Ron Holland II. He's had a decent year up in Detroit. I mean, heck, Detroit has had a decent year in Detroit. So, on the new recruits. Okay, 2 packs left. No mems yet. Excuse me. No autos yet. Hopefully, we can hit something in this box. That would be great. Reese Beekman. I'm not sure where he was drafted to. Of course, we talked about Austin Reeves. There's John Morant on the veteran card. Excuse me. Yeah, veteran card. Yep. There's Kyle Filipowski. We talked about him earlier. Orange Ice was next. Quentin Post. Having a decent year out in Golden State. Hanging out with Steph Curry and folks. And his new friend, Jimmy Butler. And speaking of Steph Curry, there we are. Okay, Steph Curry on the veteran. And moving right along. Yeah, let's hold off and look at these orange first. There is Mr. Jamal Shed out of Houston, currently with the Raptors. Cam Christie, we talked about him. Orange Ice, out there with James Harden, Kawhi Leonard. PJ Hall on the silver. Not sure where he was drafted to. If y'all know, let me know. And Mr. Zachariah Risachet. Okay, that is I do like him. He's having a phenomenal year in Atlanta as well. So put him there. Last pack. What do y'all think? We're gonna get an auto. Would really love an auto. I think the Mega, honestly, I think the Mega may be winning here. So talked about DJ Burns a little while ago. Don't recall PJ Hall. Of course, Devin Carter, Sacramento Kings. Let's jump to the back. Antonio Reeves. He's playing down there in New Orleans, Pelicans. And Mr. Mogbo, Jonathan Mogbo. He's getting a lot of court time this year because Mr. Jacob Poeltl up there in Toronto has been having some health issues. And we're going to save that card at the end. Let's take a look at the front. And Mr. Khalil Ware. Of course, we talked about him earlier. He's down there in Miami. Hanging out with Mr. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Harrow, Kate Martin on the orange ice. And then we have Patrick Ewing on the orange ice. 2 cards left. Do we get an auto? Do we get an auto? Should we get an auto? I feel like we should get an auto, but I don't think we're going to get one. So, oh well, it's okay. Jerry Easter. I'm going to go ahead and say some of these guys are still in college. So maybe they're coming up in the 25 class. We'll see. And last card. Donovan Mitchell on the throwback. All right. Deep space. And that's it, y'all. What do you think? You going with a blaster? You going with a mega box? What do you think? What do you think? Blaster, mega. Blaster, mega. I like the mega. I mean, I like them all. But you all decide. With that said, did you like the video? Give it a thumbs up. And if you could hit that subscribe button That would help us out a lot. Until next time, y'all. Appreciate you tuning in. This is Jim with Texas Rippers. Later.